Hi everyone. When I got this car, it didn't have any braces because the huge intake from the Fox body Cobra engine wouldn't allow the original braces to fit. So one day when I was jacking it up, I looked at the hood and there were huge gaps between fenders and hood because the car was stretching so much without the braces. So I'm like, I figure next thing I gotta do is bracing on this car. There's still a lot of wires because I adapted the old harness to the engine and now I just gotta trim it all and hide it. So sorry for a little mess. We got some pipe and literally just cramp the ends in like a press and drill holes through it. And then got a little steel 1/8 by 1.5 on the back, drew holes through that and mounted to the firewall, and then bolted these onto the shock towers. These are not painted yet because the hinge actually is hitting it a little bit. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna get rid of these hinges, and I think they're really broken and all messed up, so that's why they kind of bent inward and hitting it. So we're getting rid of these hinges completely. There'll be no hinge here. Once that's done, we're gonna paint those too. But yeah, it's working really well. I mean, I'm not gonna race this car, so I don't need extra strong ones. So for just normal driving, this works great. So that creates a little triangle, and of course triangles are the stronger geometric shapes. So it goes like here, through here, and back. Then we made this one, but it was really hard to fit, so I had to curve it a little bit. And then we also used the same steel to make the braces. We cut out the piece of back steel to shape, drilled the holes, mounted on, and then tacked that screw on first. Did the same thing on the other side, then unscrew it, lift it up, put the pipe on, and measure it perfectly and adjust it, and then tack welded that. Had a little holes at the base of the pipe, and then welded the screw, the back plate, and the pipe all together. So it's super strong and it's working really well. Then we just added a little brace here too, just to spread the force a little bit more, and painted it. On the outside of the shock tower, on the driver's side, there's a torque box in this area, but for some reason on the passenger side there isn't one. For now I didn't want to weld one in, so we made these pipes, and they bolt into the top of the shock tower, and then one on top and one on the bottom, which creates another triangle, and then another triangle over here, and then another triangle over here. So I have multiple triangles and it's super strong now. Of course these two have to be done when the fender's off, because you won't be able to access this area. And these bolts, actually this one didn't exist, and this one was much smaller. It was just like a little bolt, so I beefed them up so they can hold the bracing. If you're interested in doing your own braces, it's actually not that hard, as long as you have a friend that welds and can help you with the big one. But the little ones are done without any welding. So please follow us, share the videos with other Mustang people, and subscribe, because we're gonna make some other cool stuff to this Mustang. There'll be a custom spoiler and custom front valance and things like that. If you have any questions about the build, feel free to leave a comment.